research that study mobile phones in classroom examines the effects of texting, Twitters, and messengers content on students' learning. Carried out a series of tests with 145 undergraduates. So in conclusion, I believe that students shouldn't bring their phone to school. Okay, thank you.
And for speaker one, the negative side.
Hello, Mr. Chairperson, ladies and gentlemen of the audience. We, the negative team, agree with the definition given by the affirmative team, and we, the negative team, believe that this statement is false. And today, as the first speaker, I will be talking about the advantage of cell phone to student safety and their learning. Our second speaker will talk about how cell phone benefits student learning and saving money. And our third speaker, also the final speaker, will rebut the negative team's argument, the affirmative team's arguments, and some of our case. This is the end of my presentation. Thank you for listening.
And I introduce speaker two, affirmative.
Good morning, Madam Chairperson, ladies and gentlemen of the audience. As the first speaker of the negative team has said, mobile phone has many benefits. It can help students find more information and connect with their families and friends. But if they find information in the internet by the mobile phone, the internet has a lot of information, and some of them are not correct, so they can't control it. And for the emergency situation, the teacher can help them connect with their family, so they don't have to use their mobile phone. And about my opinion, I think mobile phone has a lot of bad effect, like students. Cell phones in the classroom will serve as a distraction to kids' learning. If cell phones were allowed in schools, very few students would actually pay attention to what's being taught. So why would they pay attention when they could be talking with friends in another school or class, surfing the web, or playing games? So students could possibly be playing video games in class. And imagine this situation: a ringing cell phone distracts everyone in the class. All eyes on the mobile phone's owner, and testing can be quite distractive. Students use cell phones to cheat during the exam, sharing answers with each other. Cheating on tests would also become a growing problem if students are allowed to carry and use their mobile phone, and that will become much more easier. If students are given permission to use their cell phones, administration can really limit them and tell them that they can have it for a certain period that day. Even if limits are put in play, rules aren't always followed.
It's 30 minutes. Sorry, you have 13 seconds. Continue.
In conclusion, I believe that this statement is true. Thank you for your attention.
Please, the speaker 2 of the negative side, please.
Good morning, Mr. Chairperson, ladies and gentlemen of the audience. I'm the second speaker of Team Negative. I don't believe that the students should not be allowed to use their phones at school, because we can use cell phones for research purposes. Providing computers or laptops are much more expensive, so cell phones would be better, because the cheapest laptop is $250 and the cell phones is only $100. Cell phones have many educational apps, so students will find studying is fun and exciting than boring books. So also they have calculators, even putting in important dates when homework assignments or a project is due. Or if a student is sick or him or can't attend the lesson, him or her can use FaceTime or Skype to learn the lesson. And the second speaker of Team Affirmative is saying that the students can be distracted if they use cell phones. So that's how we teach them responsibility, because students can control them whether or not. That's how it's a student's duty to learn not to play, or if you can't, just block those websites. And if the students can cheat during the exam or test, the teachers will ask the students to bring their phones to the front of the whole class. Thank you for listening.
Thank you. First speaker from the affirmative side, please speak.
Good morning, Mr. Chairperson, ladies and gentlemen of the audience. The first speaker of our team has explained the definition of mobile phones and said that mobile phones have many bad effects to students on studying as well as communicating. She has also given to you the evidence, proof that mobile phones cause bad effects to the students. The first speaker of the negative team has tried to tell you that cell phones could improve their education. She has also given the benefits when using cell phones at school, such as connecting with family, finding information. But do students are clever enough to reach the good information, or they will not pay attention and reach the bad information? As mentioned by our second speaker, the students will be distraction so that they will get bad mark at school and they will be bullying easier. She has also given to you some evidence that prove that our opinions are right. The second speaker of the negative team has tried to tell you that the cell phone has many education apps and they're cheaper than the other gadget. But I think that cell phones will make the students become not creative and not pay attention to the class. So, in conclusion, I think that our statements are right, that students should not be allowed to use their phone at school. Thank you for listening.
morning, Madam Chairperson, our awesome judges, and the audience, the opposite team. Well, I am Mai, and I'm the third and the last speaker of the negative team. The first speaker of affirmative team has tried to tell you that there are many negative effects on students that they can texting or accessing to Skype or any social networking during the lesson. And as mentioned by our first speaker, this is wrong because they learn the duty that they have to work hard, they have to pay attention to get good mark, but not playing. And I think we the student, we are old enough to know what is right and what is wrong to do. The second speaker of the affirmative team try to tell you that they cannot control which information they will get, which is right or which is wrong. But now just think, at home when they research, they still use cell phone to do it. But what is different between using cell phone for searching information at school and at home? It's nothing different. It's the same. And yeah, as I just said, we are old enough to know what's right, what's wrong. Are you saying that we are not clever enough? We are using internet to do it now. And according to our first speaker, students should be allowed to bring their mobile phone to school because it can be a huge advantage in studying and make the learning more exciting. Also, students will need to contact with their families in case of an emergency. In addition to this, our second speaker has tried to tell you that cell phone is good for research purpose, and they can save money by using mobile phone because it's much cheaper than computer and laptops. And also we have useful education apps, and it will make the learning more fun and exciting. And if you cannot attend to the class because you're sick or you have something else to do, then you can use Skype or FaceTime to learn with class. So in conclusion, we, the negative team, want to strongly make a final statement that students 100% should be allowed to bring cell phone to school. Thank you for listening.